All right, guys, now we're going to take a look at the homework. Like we said over here. Now, some of these you guys can, I'm just going to go through and give you the equations first. Let's go ahead and look to see if you were able to do this. First one, the second of two numbers, so I'm going to go down here, 1. The second of two numbers, we'll call that y, is equals 6 times the first number equals 6 times the first. Usually I call x the first or the bigger or the better, and y is the second. For their sum is 77. That should be really easy. The sum problems are really easy. You just say x plus y. The two different numbers add up to a certain number, 77. All right. Number 2 should be really easy. We did in class. The second of two numbers, we'll call that y, means equals 3 less than, oops, I didn't mean to go that far, but 3 less than means we're going to subtract 3 from something. And then what are we subtracting 3 from? Twice or 2 times the first number. 2 times the first number is twice x. Their sum is 36. Their sum is 36. That should be really easy. X plus y equals 36. Okay, number 3. The sum of two numbers is, so better. The sum of two numbers is 84. That should be the really easy one when you just go x plus y equals 84. And then finally, you do the first number. So whenever we're talking about the first or the second, usually I say the first is x. X is equals, that's what that means. Then we have 9 more than, which just means we're adding 9 to something, so we'll something. And what is it 9 more than? 4 times the second number, or 4 times y. All right, done with 3. Number 4, pretty easy. The larger of two numbers, now whenever we talk about two numbers, I always call the better one or the bigger one or the stronger one x. So the larger of two numbers, x, is equals 1 less than, so we're going to take away 1 from something, 8 times the smaller number equals 8 times the weaker number, and we call the smaller one y. Just so I don't get confused in my own head. So there's that first one. The sum is 179. That should be really easy. X plus y equals 179. So the sum questions are really, really easy. All right, number 5. Draw this. Everything I do, you should be able to draw on your paper. Number 5, let's see if we can make sense of this. An 84-meter length of cable. So we've got a cable, and it's 84 meters long. So we can go like this, and we've got like a cord that's 84 meters long. And it's cut so that one piece is 18 meters longer than the other. So we have 2 pieces. We'll cut it right there. We have the X piece, which was big, and the Y piece we'll call the small piece. Okay. So together, their sum is 84. Hopefully that makes sense. So if we add up the X piece and we add up the Y piece, then we're going to get 84, because together they're the whole rope. Now it says, so that one piece is 18 meters longer than the other. So that's a comparison. So when we're comparing two variables, we can write them on the other opposite sides of the equation, x equals y, but they're not the same length. Didn't they say the bigger one was 18 meters longer than the smaller one? So that means we'd have to add 18 to this small one to make it fair. So they would be equal if the small one was 18 bigger. So those are our 2 equations. Together they're 84 because they add up to make the big rope. And we cut it so that the big one was 18 bigger than the small one. All right, let's see if you can follow those.